All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're selling solar in 2025, these are the three most common mistakes that are guaranteed to drain thousands from your budget in a simple matter of days. I'm going to show you how to avoid every single one of these mistakes and better alternatives. But before we get started, you might be asking yourself, who is this guy and why should I be listening to him? So let me introduce myself super quickly. My name is Andreas, CEO of Python Marketing. We're a company that specializes in helping solar pros just like yourself to step away from the daily grind of client acquisition by implementing streamlined automated systems. We've helped single closers automate their entire sales process, selling into 20 plus different states, all the way up to teams doing over $30 million per year. You can take a look at the testimonials later if you want. So let's get right into it. The three simple ways that are guaranteed to burn your money are: 1, selling solar as opposed to the final outcome. 2, never evolving past trading time for money. And finally, buying leads or appointments. First of all, selling solar as opposed to the destination, because most people in the solar industry treat solar as if they were a car salesman. If you're selling a car, you're going to focus a lot on the product, all the way from the specs to the brand, to the feel, to how fast it goes. But usually people don't care about the final outcome of actually buying the car, which is getting from point A to B. They literally care all about the product, not so much about what it does at the end of the day. And this is completely opposed to how solar works, where people just want to pay less on their electric bill, but they don't care about having this or that. Of course, they want to make sure that the product that they're actually investing into is of quality and will actually stand the test of time. But the bulk of the selling is actually on the final outcome, which is saving money. And applying this framework to the entire sales process as opposed to just the final closing meeting is essential to maximize the amount of leads that you get at the lowest cost as possible. That means from the moment a person sees your ad, they're going to opt into a sales funnel that from the beginning, it talks about savings, as opposed to, once again, just the product, which is solar. We don't set up an ad which basically is just buy solar panels, because this is guaranteed to drive your lead cost up, since pretty much nobody is actually looking for solar panels. They're looking for the final outcome, which once again, it's savings. So it's important to note that your entire sales process has got to be coherent with this strategy. So for example, if we promote electric bill reduction on the ads, but then when we call to set the appointment, if we say no cost solar, if we open with that, or that's our main value proposition, the people who we call are going to have no idea what we're talking about, because they don't know that it's about solar. They know it's about reducing their electric bill, but not about no cost solar in this case. Second mistake is never evolving. The second mistake is going to be never evolving past trading time for money, because most solar pros start out by trading time for money with acquisition methods such as door knocking, such as cold calling, which pretty much takes time up, but it doesn't cost anything out of pocket, which of course makes it fantastic to start out with, but it also makes it incredibly tough to scale with, since your results are directly tied to your time. If you ever want to get more sales, you either have to work more or hire people. So once you're already closing deals consistently, there are smarter and more effective acquisition channels that allow you to scale without your time being tied to those results. Just restricting yourself into door knocking or cold calling because that's the way you've always done it is guaranteed to cap your results long term, and might even lead to eventual burnout, because who really likes to go out under the sun and face rejection after rejection? Instead of being on a never-ending cycle of chasing deals, you can implement systems to actually attract them without doing anything on your end. And finally, buying leads or appointments, because it's pretty much like flipping a coin. You never know what type of quality, what type of leads you're going to get. Even if the company says they're highly qualified and generated with the newest acquisition method, until you ring those phones or until you show up to the appointments, you have no idea if they're going to be qualified, interested, or if they're even going to pick up the phone call. And let's not even get started if they're selling those leads to multiple people. When buying leads and appointments, you can expect to call endlessly, trying to at least talk to those leads. And once again, we're not even talking about the quality or their interest. Even if the company says they're going to give you a recording of the call, they're going to give you a money back guarantee, or they will replace those appointments, you can always expect to receive a ton of no-shows because you don't control the process, you don't know what they're doing on the back end. And it's always easy for a homeowner who's being pressured into setting up an appointment to just say, okay, I'll do it on Friday, without ever having the intention of actually showing up just to get the person off the phone. You get that appointment sold to you for $200-$300, and the homeowner never even had the intention of showing up once again. But of course, the companies that sell the leads aren't going to face any issues. They already got paid. The only one with a negative balance and nothing to show for will be the Solar Pro buying the leads. And just in general, as a rule of thumb, if you don't control the entire lead generation process, the quality will always be uncertain. And let's just take the best case scenario where you're actually closing deals from the leads that you buy. What happens if you focus only on getting leads from them? What happens if that company goes under, if they can't give you enough appointments to keep up with the sales that you need, or if you want to expand your team and they can't supply the quality and the quantity of appointments that you need? You can't put your entire business at the mercy of another company, because if anything ever happens to them, the one that will be most affected is going to be you, since all of your leads are going to stop from one day to the next. That's why it's crucial to have your own acquisition channel. So if you're interested in learning more about the best way to implement an automated acquisition channel in 2025, watch the ultimate guide on generating solar leads by clicking the first link below. Once again, thank you very much for watching the entire video. My name is Andreas, and I'll see you on the next one.